So student, previous day we have started statistics and very interesting branches of math I have said to you. Today we learn further. Previous day we have learned about the discrete frequency distribution and we have learned its graphical representation. Two type of graphical representation we have learned. One is our bar graph and another is pie chart. These two things meticulously we have learned. You have learned in a previous standard also this bar graph or line graph and then pie chart. So you are knowing it, and discrete frequency distribution table you have understood. You will collect the data, you will arrange in a descending order or ascending order, which is called arrayed data. Then you will make a table, then you will write down three things: the data's name, then tally mark and frequency. Then you will go for the graphical representation on a graph sheet, x-axis and y-axis. You will make, and then you will keep two different things, the datas and the frequencies, and then you will create graph, the graphical representation. Today we will not learn about the discrete frequency distribution, we will learn about the group data. See, once you are collecting the information and making it a group, and then you are tabulating that one, that will be called as group frequency distribution table. Group frequency distribution table, before you do some of the aspects of the group data, I will tell you. Listen to me. Firstly, you know about the range. You know, when you are collecting data, the value, the highest value is called upper class limit and the least value is called lower class limit. So, if you make the difference is called the range over upper class limit minus lower class limit is called the range. One example will be better. I have taken an example as age of a student. Age of the student in a music class. Music class is consisting of different type of ages. So in a music class, say about guitar class, there are the students there where the teenagers are also there, the grown up is also there, the young is also there. So I have taken the data of that ages. I could find out of the 15 students there in that class, the age group are some student is having 14 years, all are in year, 25 years, 31 years, 30 years, 14 years, 15 years, 17 years, 19 years, 35 years, 37 years, 39 years, 10 years, 18 years, 22 years, and 27 years. These are the 15 students of different age group. See, every time data you get, you must arrange and make it an arrayed data. So you have done first one is arrayed data. That only be meticulous because so many information will be there, so many data will be there. From there, you don't miss any of the data. Then your total work will be spoiled. So you find the least value of this 10. 10 is the least value. But 10 how many times recur you see and accordingly arrange. The array data of this given age group will be first is 10. I am arranging ascending order. Then comes 14. 14 how many times? 1, 2. 2 times it is repeated. Now which comes? 15 is there? Yes, 15 is there one time. Now 16 is there? No. 17 is there one time. 18 is there one time. Like this you have made array data. Could you understand? That is very easy to you. I will not go for elaboration. Array data you made. Now you make the table. Again you make 3 columns. But in the age group you can make 2 different ways. First you see the range 10 and 39. 10 and 39. 39 minus 10 is 29. Age is 29 here. There are some aspects is called class size. What will be the class size of this particular data? That is upper class limit minus lower class limit will be the class size for group data. Upper class limit minus lower class limit will be the class size for overlapping method. There are 2 methods you can calculate. Group frequency distribution table can be 2 ways. I will tell you, one is overlapping group frequency distribution table, another is non-overlapping method. What is non-overlapping method? Among the age group, you don't repeat any age. Here see, you have made group. So range is first, how you make the group? Range is 29. You can make the group very well of 5 students, you can make the group very well of 10 students. It is your convenience. Don't make it in 2 student group or so that so many graph will have to draw. Minimum size you take. You understand? So it can be 3, 5 or 10. Okay. Say you have taken 5 as the size of each group. What you have made? So 10 to 15, how many are there? So between 10 to 15 years age, how many are there? What is called, the class size will be upper class limit minus lower class limit of a non-overlapping group frequency. Overlapping group frequency is what? Here 10 to 15 age group you have made. No. See, here is also 15, here is also 15. So 15 year will come in which group? Upper class limit is not included in overlapping method. Upper class limit, so 10 to 15 years, all those who are having age, they will not come in this group. So 10 to 14 years of age group will come in this group. Then again in this group 20 year will not come. 20 years will come in this group. Similarly 25 years will not come in this group. 25 year will. So upper class limit where it is not included, that is overlapping group frequency distribution. I hope you have understood it. You have made the range. You have decided I am going to make the group with the 5 student or 10 student or that will decide. Then what you do know, if you are making 10 students, then minimum value you take. Minimum value is 10 to 15 one group. So again, this is the group. How many students group? 5 students group. 5 students group you made every classes you have made this class interval, which is called 5 student class interval you have made. So 5 student class interval, how many students are there? In overlapping group, the upper class limit will not come. I hope you have understood it. So this is class size, and then class size can be for the and then non-overlapping method. Non-overlapping method, you are not overlapping anything. See, I have made this time 10. I could have made 5 also. So 10 to 14, 15 to 19, then 20 to 24, like this could have made. I have made intentionally 10 size. Okay, class interval as 10. So 10 to 9, all the age group will come. From 10 to 19, all the student age group will come. 10 to 19, how many students are there? 10 to 19, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 students are there. Okay, and now you have made 7 students. Now, okay, now 20 to 29, how many students are there? All the group. 25, 1, 2, 3, only 3 students are there. And 30 to 39 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students are there. So this way you have made the group limit. Where you are not repeating any data, that is non-overlapping. That means upper class limit is not repeated. Here are excluded. Upper class limit is excluded, is called overlapping method. I hope you have understood it. Now class mark is what? So class size will be for upper overlapping method. It will be upper class limit minus lower class limit. And for non-overlapping method, upper class limit minus lower class limit is class 1. That is, in this case it will be this 29 plus 1, 30. You understand? Now class mark will be, class mark is the mid value of each group. This 2 divided by 2. 10 minus 9 divided by 2, 4.5. Could you understand? In this case, what will be the class mark? This mid value is what? 5 divided by difference, then 2. 15 minus 10 by 2. Could you understand? So it will be 2.5. Here also, this will be the class mark. Now, after you tabulate it, how will you do it on a histogram? That is an art. You should know it. First, you decide you have done it. Then make the graph on a graph sheet. You draw 2 axes, x-axis and y-axis. X-axis usually on the horizontal plane and y-axis on the vertical plane. You do it on the thick line. Then you see always the frequency. If you are keeping it on the y-axis, then bar will be vertical bar, which is called column bar. Usually you do it. and then histogram means continuous, and y-axis we are keeping it the data. That is here in this case, this one I have calculated. See, class interval, that is age in year. Class interval we have written down in group, age in years, telemark, and then group frequency. Frequency, number of students. So frequency you are made it on the y-axis, and then class interval you are making on the x-axis. X-axis usually we are making the class interval. So which classes are there? See, 10 to 20 is there, 20 to 30 is there, 30 to 40 is there. Could you understand me? So 10 to 20, how many? First 10. 10, first you see first class, how many is there? 7 students are there. You have to go till 7. See, it will increase one more. It will go till 7. It will go till 7. So what? It will go till 7. You have taken scale in the y-axis as wherever you are doing the frequency, whether it's a bar graph, whether it's a histogram, you have to determine a scale. Some histogram you don't have to write down the scale, but you must be clear. If you write down, it's always better, and bar graph always you should write down the scale. See, if it is a centimeter graph, then 1 centimeter is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 1 student. So 7 student means it will not go here, it will go another here, it will come here. 7 student means it will go up to here. You don't understand, because 1 centimeter is your 1 student. 1 centimeter, 1 student. Then 10, how many students are there? 7 students. You don't understand. Then 20, and in this group, next group, what? 30 students are there. Up to 3 it has gone. Then next group, 40, how many students are there? 5 students are there. It has gone up to this. So see, how will you do first? You first limit, first class you take, first class how much it has gone, you write down this. Decide yourself how much thickness you will give the each bar. That much thickness you give. Then second, after the thickness you continue up to that line. But then for the next one, you do one thing, that should take this point on this line only as much height will go 3, up to 3 it has gone. Then up to 3 you make it, up to 3 you make it, but next 30's limit is 5, so from there continuation line and go to 5, and then you have to make the width as much width you have made for each bar. Could you understand? And you must have to write down horizontal axis as data class intervals name properly, what is the information you are giving, and vertical axis what frequencies is what, about what information that you have to give, and you have to write down the scale, you have to write down this. I will do some of the sums from your exercise, it will be better.